Welcome to the Need to Ride. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for joining us. Today I'm going to reveal the mystery bike that I bought, and it's not a Harley Davidson. This is one of the shirts I bought from years ago when I used to ride only Harley Davidsons. Today I'm going to tell you that I bought a GS 1200 BMW. But what's remarkable about this bike is it only has 1,000 miles on it. That's right, 1,000. I actually got a repair order on this bike when it had 600 miles on it. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, 508 miles. I bought this bike off of eBay, and the bike came out of Arizona. There was some drama, and you're gonna hear about that on how I had to get this bike. But I do have it. I did get it. So without further ado, let's get to the receipt or the receiving, the delivery of the GS 1200, the 2008 mystery bike. All right, so the truck just called me. They'll be coming in pretty soon, so it's pretty exciting stuff. And as you can tell, I cleared out a spot for it. Hopefully you can see that. But we're just going to sit here and wait for the truck at this point. So here I am. I'm just going over the bike. I have to apologize. My mic failed. But I turned the bike on, and it showed that it did have 1,000 miles on it, 1,100 miles. And this is pretty much the shape that I got it in. The front tire was flat. The windshield is trash. The bike was pretty dirty, and the trucking guy told me that when he picked it up, it was, basically in the guy's backyard. So even though the bike has no mileage, the guy didn't really obviously take care of this thing. He just left it out there. I did crank it, knowing that I'm going to be replacing a lot of parts, fuel-wise. So it does crank over. And I'm checking the lights. All the lights worked, except the main light. The high beam worked, and then there's like a little running light there, but there's a main light that didn't work. It has only a solo seat. I have to get the pylon, or pion, however they pronounce that, the rear seat in my language. I just got to get that put on, I think. I'm going to get some bags, but before I do all that, before I start doing any kind of personalization for myself, I just got to get it running. So if you can see it, it was pretty dirty. It wasn't exactly the way I would give somebody a motorcycle, but what do I expect? The communication on this was less than ideal. I actually was waiting like 2.5 days, almost 3 days for an email, trying to figure out one day we're gonna have the bike picked up. I had everybody ready. I had the trucking company. No one can get a hold of anybody. So I actually jumped in my truck and started heading to Arizona. And when I got up to Tallahassee, which was like a 4-hour ride for me, I got an email saying that they could pick the bike up today. When I was driving up there. So I stopped, got the trucking company. They were kind enough to pick it up, and I was able to get it 3 days later, which is in the condition you see it in. So it's still a good deal, I think. Just don't really understand how people could take a motorcycle like this and just leave it in the garage or leave it outside and not do anything with it. Yeah, I took a smell of the gas, and it's turpentine. So that'll be my project, to get the tank out, fix it, clean it, put some needed parts, and see how it goes. Okay, good morning. This is the next day after I picked the bike up, or the bike was dropped off to me. I have my coffee, which is so good. So I got to clean it up last night. And I thought I would show you what the bike looks like. Cleaned up. I put the ugly, stupid, I was going to say something else, windshield back on. I got to get a new one. I'm not going to sit there and do that for hours, but I wanted everyone to see how clean this bike is and why I got this. So even looking at the rims, if you look at the rims, this is like super, super clean. Look at the forks. There's no pitting. Absolutely nothing going on here as far as, you know, deterioration of the bike. It's absolutely pristine. When you think about a 2008 motorcycle, right? Let's look at the engine. Looks like he had a little episode. Not sure what that's about. But you can see, really, I didn't quite get that clean yet, but I mean, look at the bottom of this bike. It's just perfect. The shocks, seat. They have to get the rear passenger seat for this. I want to get luggage, but man, the luggage is expensive. I didn't realize. I could have got some luggage from people, but the drama around buying this bike just put me off on it. So I said, no, forget it. As a separate sale, trying to figure out how to pay them. They didn't know how to get paid. You know, they don't know anything about Zelle or Venmo. So I was like, forget it. But back to the bike. I mean, look at the exhaust. It's amazing. Swing arm. I noticed that rear brakes don't work. They're out of fluid. I missed a spot there. I didn't get that. That's all right. It's pretty typical of me. I miss spots, but I keep my bikes pretty clean. Look at the bottom of this bike. It's just amazing. Even the rubber. I mean, look at the rubber. Let's try this. I'm trying to get there for you. I mean, it's in beautiful shape. It's not dried out, what you would expect. It's just in just a nice shape. Got a couple holidays I'm gonna get to, but more importantly, I gotta take the bike apart. I'm tempted to throw gas in it and just see if it'll start, but it's kind of a fool's errand. I don't think it's gonna take much to get this running. I think I'm gonna take it apart, take the tank apart, you know, take the accessories out of there, the pump and everything. The huge windows, go in there and clean it. I don't even have to take the tank off yet. I'll find out when I get in there. Replace the pump and the filter, which is actually combined on this, and then put some gas in it and see what it does. And then go from there. I'm probably gonna, like I said, I'm probably gonna put new injectors on it, but just gotta look at that bike. That is absolutely gorgeous. I don't think you could do better than that. And again, I lit this thing up yesterday. 1,001 miles. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Still got some cleaning up to do, but man, this bike was in rough shape yesterday. There was so much dust and dirt on it. And basically all I did was just wax it. And if you keep it waxed, it's gonna look good. Just keep it clean, and you're good to go. All right. So I'm still trying to figure out how someone buys a brand new GS, rides it for 1,000 miles, and doesn't ride it for whatever, 13 years. It doesn't make any sense, right? Unless you ran into some trouble health-wise, or you got scared. Either way though, right? You have the bike for that long, and you really love it, which I would think you would take better care of it. You wouldn't leave it in the condition I got it. Not that it's super bad, but it's, the guy didn't keep it running, didn't keep it covered. It's got some sun damage and stuff on it. So it's a mystery. This is kind of a mystery bike for me on how it came to be, right? 1,000-mile motorcycle. And I truly believe the mileage, because if you look at the indicators, would say that this bike has not seen a lot of road time. The metal's really good on it. The plastics are really good. It just doesn't have that look of being worn, being ridden and worn out. So I'm really looking forward to getting this thing running. So thank you for joining the channel. And until next time, God bless and keep riding.